Hi everybody, it's Amy Caroline. Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to my channel. It is time for some more ghost train stories today. It's been a busy day. It's been a very busy day today and a busy Thursday. Anyway, it's been a busy Thursday, so it's time for some more ghost train stories. Today I'll be reading the story of I'll be reading the story I gotta find the story I'll be reading today. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll be reading this story. I'll be reading this story today. I'll be reading Ghost of the White Train, which is also a ghost train story in this book. I'll be reading that today. So without further ado, it's time for some more ghost train stories. Ghost of the White Train. So the story is Ghost of the White Train. One of the most famous passenger trains in American history was the White Train, the Boston, New York train of the New York and New England Railway. The train, whose formal name was the New England Limit, gained fame because it was painted entirely white. The train began running in 1884 and was painted white as a publicity stunt in 1891. It was thereafter known as the White Train, but the public soon gave it a nickname, the Ghost Train. The train was linked to a ghost due to its eerie appearance at night. The train only ran in its white livery for 4 years. It was then replaced with another faster train, the Airline Limit. Even though the ghost train vanished about 100 years ago, it made such an impression that rail fans still recognize the name today. The ghost train apparently made another impression, and an impression on the spirit world. It has been sighted in New Haven, Connecticut a number of times since the turn of the century. Close witnesses have reported they've been able to see wide-eyed figures tearing at the coach windows from the inside as the train rushed by. Today, much of the New York and New England is abandoned, although portions to survive near New Haven as part of Conrail. History is silent as to why the ghost train reappears. So anyway, according to this story here, it disappeared 100 years ago, and it's got a and the White Train gave itself a nickname as Ghost Train. Anyway, but it still makes its appearance in New Haven, somewhere. It still makes its appearance in New Haven. It still makes a appearance in New Haven, but not in New England, and not in New York City. It doesn't make an appearance in New York City or New England. It's just in New Haven. So, oh, so anyway, when the ghost train, the train was linked to a ghost due to its appearance at night. The train only ran its white livery for years, even though the ghost train vanished about 100 years ago. So yeah, the ghost train vanished 100 years ago, but it's still sighted in New Haven, though. Yeah. So it's still appearing in New Haven. But just not in New York City anymore. Just not in New York City or New England anymore. Just not there anymore. So yeah, Ghost of the White Train is a good story, and So hopefully they will put this on the Travel Channel, and hopefully they will put it on the Discovery Channel and the History Channel too. But I don't think you'll see the Ghost Train of the White Train. I don't think you'll see that. But like I said, it does it does make an appearance in New Haven, but just not in New York City or New England anymore. Just not there anymore. Just not those two. Just in New Haven it does. But hopefully this will be a season episode and a season documentary on the Travel Channel and the Discovery Channel and the History Channel too. So yeah, Ghost of the White Train. Yeah, now I am going to Oh, here's something I know about. Railroad Bill. So Railroad Bill is an American folklore story, next story in my Ghost Train. So this story is about Railroad Bill. Railroad Bill is a ghost train story and a ghost story that you're going to hear about. So without further ado, Railroad Bill. So Railroad Bill's home is the Alabama woods along the Louisville and Nashville Railroad. Railroad Bill is a black man, a backwoods Robin Hood who steals food from country stores and railroad cars. It gives it to the poor. Many poor old widows. Many poor old widows in rural Alabama have woken up to find a pile of food on the front porch left in the night by Railroad Bill. Many too are the stories told about Railroad Bill by the people of the Alabama piney woods. Like the time the sheriff was after Railroad Bill and was about to catch up with him, as the sheriff and his pose ran after Railroad Bill. They came up on a clearing in the woods. Nothing was there except for a black sheep grazing, who looked up and watched them run by. Another time, the sheriff followed Bill's tracks into a swamp. He got to a piece of high ground. Railroad Bill's tracks led to it, but didn't lead out. I've got him now, the sheriff thought to himself with glee as he drew his big 45. Railroad Bill was wanting dead or alive, and the sheriff had had about enough of him alive. Just then a fox ran by, and before he got out of sight, he turned to the sheriff and laughed. The laugh was eerie. It sounded like the laugh of a human being. The sheriff realized then that Railroad Bill had fooled him again. The Railroad Bill story that really tickles the Alabama folks, though is the time the sheriff got a bloodhound post from a friend over in Mississippi and put them on Bill's trail. There were 4 dogs, one of them a large black bloodhound. After a while, the chase led to a cabin where a pretty girl lived, a girl that the sheriff had heard was Railroad Bill's best girl. The dogs went up to the cabin door, but when the sheriff looked inside, only the girl was there. The dogs scented something that led away from the cabin, and the sheriff went on. Hours later, the sheriff and his deputies were a mess of skeeter bites and bear scratches. It finally started to get dark, and the sheriff headed for home. A mildly discouraged man, when he penned up the dogs, he noticed there were only 3. The next day, the sheriff took the dogs back to Mississippi and asked his friend to build the country for the dog that got lost. Just can't understand it, the sheriff said. Never heard of a bloodhound getting lost. His friend looked at the sheriff mighty funny. What the world do you mean? He said. I only lent y'all 3 dogs. That's when the sheriff knew old Bill had fooled him again. So yeah. So according to the Railroad Bill story, Railroad Bill was a man, and he was a black man, and he lived in Louisville and Nashville Railroad. And Railroad Bill's home is the Alabama woods along the old Louisville and Nashville Railroad. Yeah. So yeah, according to this story, Railroad Bill was a person who stole food from country stores and railroad cars and give them to the poor. And then it said, many poor old widows in rural Alabama have woken up to find a pile of food on the front porch left in the night by Railroad Bill. So yeah, Railroad Bill would go at nighttime and go on people's front porches and take food to them and stuff like that, and he would do that. And for some strange reason, for well, actually not a strange reason, he was he was a bad guy that was going to be locked up in jail by the sheriff. As you heard, he was going to be he was a bad guy that was going to be locked up in jail by the sheriff. But yeah, but the sheriff had never heard of a bloodhound getting lost. One of them, a large black bloodhound. I don't know how the bloodhound got there, but whatever it is. Either Railroad Bill strangely turned into a bloodhound himself or something. Either Railroad Bill turned himself into a bloodhound. Maybe Railroad Bill turned himself into a bloodhound. I know nobody cannot do that. But in a documentary or something like that, they can. Anyway, that's what the story said. According to this story. That's what it said. So, anyway, Railroad Bill. Anyway, hopefully this will be on the Travel Channel or the Discovery Channel or the History Channel. If the TV company and the Travel Channel company and the History Channel company put it on there, it's not going to be up to me. It's not going to be up to me though, okay? I don't work for the Travel Channel company, and I don't work for the TV company or the History Channel company. So it's not going to be up to me. It's not going to be up to me though, okay? It's going to be up to them. Okay? Okay? It's going to be up to the TV company and the Travel Channel company and the History Channel company to put it on there, okay? So anyway, that is the story of Railroad Bill. Now I'm going to read I'm going to read another story later on this evening, if I have time. I'm going to read another story later on this evening, but I hope you guys enjoyed those stories. And please continue to watch my channel. Please continue to watch my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And hopefully Ghost Train will be a documentary on the TV and the Travel Channel and the Discovery Channel one day. Hopefully it will, okay? So hopefully Ghost Train can be the title name. Hopefully Ghost Train can be the title name for the documentary, and all these stories can be on the Travel Channel and the Discovery Channel and the History Channel too. Hopefully one day, okay? So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell. And I will see you guys later for more Ghost Train stories and more vlogs too, okay? Okay, bye everybody. Bye. And happy haunted travels and happy ghost hunting, okay? Okay, bye everybody. Bye.